Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Mahindra's Q1 FY'25 results press conference. Before we begin, I'd like to inform you that there'll be an extended Q&A session at the end of the conference. Those who have joined us virtually can post their questions in the chat box. Today we have with us on stage Tech Mahindra's CEO and Managing Director Mohit Joshi, Chief Financial Officer Rohit Anand. Without any further delay, over to you, Mohit.
Thank you, Abhilasha. Good evening, everyone. When we met in April and we had announced our strategic narrative, Scale at Speed, I'm happy after that to update you that it has resonated very well with our clients, with our employees, and with all of our stakeholders. I've been traveling the world in my meeting with clients. They emphasize the need for a partner that can provide this unique combination of global reach, global scale, but also agility. So this quarter, Q1 FY'25, is also the first full quarter since we reconfigured the organization structure. I'm very happy with the progress that we've made in aligning into the new service lines. For Q1 FY'25, we report today revenues of $1.559 billion, which translates into a sequential growth of 70 basis points and a decline of 1.2% YOY, both based on a constant currency basis. We are reporting a robust growth momentum in manufacturing, about 6.4% YOY, while the healthcare vertical has grown at about 6.1% year on year. We see growth in North America and the focused Asia-Pacific markets portfolio that we have, resulting in an improved share of revenue from that region. This, as you will note, is in line with the strategy that we had shared in April. This was a cyclically or a seasonally weak quarter for our communications vertical. This is partly because of the decline in revenues from Comviva, which tends to skew towards the second half of the year. The new deal wins for the quarter, the new deal wins TCV for the quarter is $534 million. This is well diversified in terms of industry verticals and key regions. The notable deal wins during the quarter are, firstly, we did a deal with the leading US telecom operator to build, modernize, and operate various front and back office applications for their wireless network services products portfolio. This deal involves developing an application for customer information management, a dealer activation portal, and a point-of-sale systems for the customer's indirect channel stores, CXP and API integrations, case management, back office operations across ETL, database, and BI management services. Secondly, TechM was also selected by a leading UK network services provider for a countrywide fiber rollout, running customer management programs and digital transformation through the implementation of curated solutions predicated on AI, ML, OCR, and hyper-automation by leveraging our network services and BPS competencies. Thirdly, we were selected by a Japanese automotive manufacturer for the global rollout of their company-wide SAP implementation as part of their digital transformation program. Fourthly, ShareCare selected Tech Mahindra to design and develop a personalized digital wellness platform for Medicaid members. This user-friendly mobile app platform was launched for health plans, Medicaid members. This equips them with the essential tools they need to manage their health and to navigate benefits with ease. We were able to demonstrate exceptional collaboration and agility, and TechM and ShareCare successfully progressed from ideation and design to product launch in a record time of just 7 months. I also just want to take this opportunity to update you about our latest launch, TechM Verify. You may have seen our recent press release actually just from earlier today about this exciting new offering. It addresses what we believe is really a missing link that will help companies move from pilots and experiment phase to enterprise-level AI adoption. TechM Verify addresses the need for a robust validation and assurance framework for AI systems. And without this framework, there is a continued reliance on humans in the loop to validate the outputs of AI programs. I truly believe that this is the missing link that has been hindering the wide-scale adoption. It's also affecting productivity gains possible from AI. This is why the leap from pilots to commercialization has not happened. I believe that also the recent CrowdStrike incident has again shown the deep importance of validation and assurance. And this is one way we are highlighting the importance of this crucial component in building out the AI journey for our clients. TechM's Verify pre-built 360-degree validation framework works across the Gen AI lifecycle. It has customizable metrics, a microservices-based architecture, and promises seamless integration into existing technology stacks, which ensures faster and reliable AI value realization for enterprises. The solution validates data quality in discovery and pre-development stages to ensure accuracy and security. Continuing on the AI front, I'm pleased to share that more than 25,000 of our associates have now been enabled with AI-led pair programming skills. We now offer more than 100 AI-based solutions across AI ops, computer vision, workplace automation, and more. Just want to give you finally some more flavor on our specific businesses. Telecom, as you know, we are the leader in this segment. We work with 7 of the 10 largest operators in the world. Our enviable position in this sector positions us well to be the preferred partner for their AI investments. Accordingly, we are investing in AI and niche skill certifications. Tech Mahindra will soon have the largest TM Forum certified talent pool in the CSP IT provider, service provider ecosystem. Also, given our leadership and deep expertise in the sector, we anticipate benefiting from the cost rationalization related consolidation activity across regions. We are leveraging our strong partnerships with the hyperscalers and independent software vendors to create and incubate a variety of AI-powered solutions across NOCs, IT ops, field visit optimization, and customer experience to reduce the total cost of ownership. BFSI, we are not only seeing some new opportunities in existing accounts, but we've also won some new logos. We have won a managed services contract from a tier 1 global bank, and they have further awarded us the preferred vendor status, which sets us really well for the future. Select partnerships like Temenos and Guidewire are beginning to gather steam across the portfolio. There are some pieces of business that could be at risk because of insourcing, so we may have a gradual improvement in the trajectory. In the US, we are seeing improvement in spending across asset and wealth management, cards and payments, retirement, risk and compliance, and the insurance space more broadly. On the other hand, investment banking and lending businesses are experiencing some softness. Overall, given the relatively small size and the early stage of our transformation journey in this sector, I do expect to see some volatility in revenues here while we implement our plans to upgrade our BFSI offerings and our client service. In BFSI, we also derive from the experience of our portfolio companies like Comviva, CTco, and Tenzing. Within Comviva, Yabex is a leading fintech company operating in several emerging markets. It's revolutionizing the digital lending and microfinancing domain by partnering with local banks. Yabex leverages advanced data and AI models to offer embedded credit products in partnership with mobile wallet, payment gateways, consumer and merchant aggregators, and other payment networks. The operating margin for the quarter stood at 8.5%, which is an expansion of 110 basis points compared to the last quarter. This was mainly due to cost-saving efforts under Project Fortius and the continued focus on operational efficiencies. Rohit Anand, our CFO, will share more details on this. We also see encouraging results from our efforts towards improving market positioning as we rise in ranking quadrants across all industry analysts and advisors during the quarter. We were rated as a leader and rising star for ADMS in the ServiceNow Ecosystem Partners 2024 IST Provider Lens Study by IST. TechM is also rated as the leader and rising star for Life Sciences Digital Services 2024 by ISG. We were rated as a leader for AI and Applied AI Services Radar View by Avasant, a major contender for the insurance vertical in the Everest Group's Guidewire Services Peak Matrix 2024, a major contender for healthcare industry cloud services peak matrix assessment 2024 by Everest, We are recognized not just for our capabilities, but also for leading sustainability practices. Tech Mahindra has been recognized as one of the world's most sustainable companies of 2024 by Time Magazine and Statista. We achieved the prestigious #1 position among all Indian companies and 111th position globally. Another feature in our cap was the launch of Project Indus, which, as many of you know, is the first and only large language model for indigenous Indian languages. This makes us the first among our peers to have built an LLM from scratch with 1.2 billion parameters, 22 billion tokens, and a team of 15 people. It was trained on over 100 gig of data. Finally, with a positive start this year, we are more confident that this will be a better year compared to the previous one. We will continue to focus on the planned actions for building a long-term sustainable foundation for TechM. With that, thank you, and I pass you on to Rohit Anand.
Thank you, Mohit. Good evening, everyone. Let me begin with an overview of company's financial performance for the quarter. We ended the quarter with a revenue of $1,559 million, which is a sequential growth of 70 basis points and a decline on a constant currency basis of 1.2%. In INR terms, we registered 1% sequential QOQ growth at 13,005 crore and a decline of 1.2% on a YOY basis. As Mohit mentioned, this quarter growth was largely broad-based, except for communications, where we see Comviva seasonality during this quarter. Our EBIT came at $132 million, in rupee terms 1,102 crores, a sequential increase of 16.2% and a year-on-year increase of 22%. The resulting margins, EBIT margins, are at 8.5%, which is an expansion of 110 basis point QOQ and a 170 basis point improvement on a YOY basis. The margin in Q1 were impacted from a headwind perspective by decline in revenues that we see from seasonality of Comviva, seasonality that we see in the visa cost going up, which were offsetted and mitigated by the operational effort under Project Fortius, which helped us both on the gross margin as well as SG&A perspective to bring our costs down. And this is besides the investment from a long-term perspective, which we'd committed, we'll continue to do for our 3-year roadmap that we articulated last time. The effective tax rate for the quarter was at 26.6%, and the resulted tax stood at $102 million in rupee terms, 851 crores, which is at 6.5% of revenues, an expansion of 140 basis points sequentially and 130 basis points on a year-on-year basis. Our cash generation remains healthy. Free cash flow for the quarter at $106 million, which translates into 104% of PAT. The total hedge book was $2.2 billion. Based on the hedge accounting, mark to market for the quarter was $27.1 million, out of which $2 million was taken to P&L, and the residual $25.6 million to the reserves. The DSO for the quarter was at 93, which is a year-on-year reduction of 5 days and a quarterly increase of 1 day. Our balance sheet continues to strengthen. Cash and cash equivalent the quarter closed at $966 million, in rupee terms 8,055 crores. Our deal wins for the quarter, as Mohit mentioned, were broad-based, ended at $534 million, which is an increase of 6.8% on a QOQ basis. The key highlight about the deal wins are most of the deals, as Mohit mentioned, are broad-based in a prioritized market like USA, selected pockets of APJ, and high margin service line, which is a fee focus for us, example, digital enterprise applications, cloud and infra, and next-gen services. The detailed tailwinds of these deals were mentioned in the earnings presentation that we've shared. If you recall our previous quarter strategy presentation, we mentioned about making investments towards strengthening our sales and marketing practice, and one of the pillars under that was strengthen our advisor and analyst relationship. Following up on that, we held an advisor day in Pune. The event was impactful as research houses, their advisors and analysts were left with a much better understanding about TechM, its service line and competency, and our strategic thought behind the scale at speed imperative. We also continue to invest in building our employee pyramid as we onboarded freshers for the talent pool this quarter, as we'll continue to do over the next few quarters. Investing in building this is a big, large, long-term perspective for us, and it will help us not only in medium term, but in long term as a single most important factor. We'll continue to consistently drive the strategy, including freshers. We'll upskill people and invest a lot in learning and development as we'd articulated in our strategic narrative. Beginning this quarter, we also started reporting interns in our BPS business, which is the reason why you see an overall headcount increasing QoQ basis. Adjusting for that, it's broadly flat. We have made progress on a portfolio company integration front, which was also a part of our strategy from a roadmap perspective. We've completed full integration of 2 portfolio companies and their core systems, and the service line reporting now flows into the CEO organization. In summary, we believe the Q1 results are a positive start for us for the current turnaround year, as well as our long-term strategy. As mentioned in our strategic priorities, our focus continues to be investing in the business for long-term sustainable performance. With that, I'll pause and pass it on to Abhilasha for Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit and Rohit. We will now conclude the stream. For those of you who've joined us on social media, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We will now